President Obama is about to make what could be the most far-reaching decision of his presidency: what to do next in Afghanistan. The attention on the deteriorating situation is back in the forefront after a confidential assessment of the war written by the top U.S. commander in Afghanistan was leaked to the Washington Post. General Stanley McChrystal paints a bleak picture in his report. In fact, McChrystal argues that failure to increase U.S. forces will likely result in failure in the war effort. That puts President Obama back in a tough spot. He's already authorized one surge. Earlier this year, the president committed 21,000 additional U.S. troops to bring the total to 68,000 by November. There are also 39,000 NATO soldiers in Afghanistan. The question is whether Afghanistan is so important to American security that the administration cannot allow the war effort to fail. Obama must decide whether to accept the military's recommendations, which would alienate the president's anti-war liberal base. The president could also reject or modify the military's recommendations and try to come up with a scaled-down mission for Afghanistan designed to root out terrorists without fully occupying the country. This would alienate conservatives who favor a tougher stand against terrorism around the world. Obama addressed the issue when he appeared on The Late Show with David Letterman.
We're not going to make a decision about any further troop deployments until we know what exactly is our strategy, what are the tactics, how would troops be used, can we justify taking those steps, and I'm going to be asking some very hard questions.
Looming in the background is the memory of Vietnam. Some critics see Obama going down the road that Presidents Kennedy and Johnson did early on in Vietnam, escalating the conflict even though there were serious questions about whether they had a realistic strategy for victory and whether America's national security interests were truly at stake. White House officials say there are many differences, including the fact that Vietnam was divided between the North and South and was locked in a civil war. In Afghanistan, the situation is not that clear-cut, but tribal divisions, corruption, and an unpopular government make it just as complicated to find a winning formula. That's what President Obama will be pondering this fall. For U.S. News and World Report, I'm Ken Walsh.